Sound of gentle rain starting, growing progressively stronger. Hello and welcome. Today I want to take you on a journey, not to a bustling city or a famous landmark, but to a place where life is deeply connected to the rhythms of nature, a traditional African homestead. And right now, the sky is putting on one of its most dramatic and vital performances. The first sign is a subtle shift in the air. The sun, which was just moments ago beating down with its familiar warmth, is now veiled by a gathering of clouds. The air grows heavy, thick with a scent you can almost taste, the smell of dust and dry earth, eagerly awaiting a long overdue drink. It's a scent called petrichor, and here it's the perfume of life itself. Look around. The chickens, usually scratching and clucking everywhere, have started to seek shelter under the eaves of the huts. The goats huddle together, their usual boisterous energy replaced by a quiet patience. Even the village dogs, those ever-watchful companions, have found a dry spot to curl up. Everyone and everything knows what's coming. Then the first drops fall. They're large and deliberate, each one making a distinct pat as it hits the compacted earth, sending up a tiny puff of dust. 1, 2, then a dozen, then 100. It's a drumroll from the heavens, a prelude to the main event. And then it truly begins. The gentle patter becomes a roar, a relentless, cleansing downpour. The sound is incredible. It's not just noise, it's a symphony. The corrugated iron roof on the main house sings a loud, metallic song, a stark contrast to the softer, rhythmic drumming on the thatched roofs of the grain stores and sleeping huts. It's a sound that fills every space, a powerful, all-encompassing white noise that quiets all other sounds of the homestead. Inside the main hut, the atmosphere is cozy and safe. The fire in the center hearth crackles, its warm orange glow pushing back against the cool gray light filtering through the doorway. The matriarch of the family, Gogo, sits near the fire, her hands skillfully weaving a basket. Her movements are calm and practiced, a peaceful counterpoint to the wild storm outside. The children, their outdoor games cut short, gather around her, their eyes wide with a mixture of excitement and awe. This is story time. The rain provides the perfect backdrop for tales of clever animals, ancient kings, and the spirits of the land. Outside, the world is being transformed. The dry, cracked earth drinks greedily, the water carving little rivers and channels where there were none before. The colors of the landscape deepen and intensify. The dusty green of the maize plants becomes a vibrant emerald green. The reddish-brown soil turns a deep, rich chocolate. Everything looks cleaner, newer, as if the world has just been washed and polished. For the farmer, this rain is more than just water, it's a promise. It's the promise of a good harvest, the promise of food for his family, and the promise of survival. Every drop that falls is a blessing, replenishing the wells and ensuring the crops will grow strong. He stands at the doorway, a quiet smile on his face, watching the rain soak his fields. This isn't an inconvenience. It's the answer to a prayer. The rain also brings people together. Neighbors might call out to each other from their doorways, their voices nearly lost in the downpour, sharing a laugh about the intensity of the storm. Inside each home, families are drawn closer, sharing warmth, food, and company. The rain forces a pause in the endless cycle of work, a moment to rest, to connect, and to simply be together. Look at the children now. Unable to contain their energy any longer, they dash out into the rain. Their laughter rings out, clear and joyful, as they splash in the newly formed puddles. They tilt their heads back, mouths open, trying to catch the raindrops. For them, the storm is a playground, a source of pure, unadulterated fun. It's a reminder that even in the most powerful forces of nature, there is joy to be found. As the rain begins to soften, the intensity of the downpour lessens to a steady, gentle shower. The world outside slowly comes back to life. A few brave birds start to sing, their melodies weaving through the sound of the dripping water. The air is fresh and clean, scrub it free of dust. The scent has changed now, from the dry smell of earth to the rich, loamy smell of wet soil and thriving plants. And then, just as dramatically as it began, it stops. The clouds begin to part and a brilliant shaft of sunlight breaks through, illuminating the glistening wet world. It catches the droplets on the leaves, turning them into a million tiny diamonds. A rainbow, vibrant and perfect, arcs across the sky, a breathtaking promise of peace after the storm. The homestead slowly stirs back to life. The chickens emerge, clucking and shaking their feathers. The farmer heads out to inspect his fields, his steps sinking slightly into the soft, damp earth. The children, soaked but happy, are called back inside to dry off by the fire. A sense of peace and renewal settles over the land. This heavy rain is a cycle of life. It is a powerful, dramatic, and essential part of existence here. It's a force that can be destructive, but today it was life-giving. It brought relief, it brought joy, it brought people together, and it brought the promise of a new beginning. It's a powerful reminder of our connection to the natural world and the beautiful, intricate dance between humanity and the elements. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into the heart of an African homestead during a rainstorm. I hope you felt a little of the magic. If you enjoyed this experience, please give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment below sharing your thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe for more journeys into the heart of our incredible world. Until next time, stay curious.